Good morning, my coolest of kids. How's everybody doing on this very nice outside, actually, Tuesday morning? Personally, your buddy Rob having himself a very nice morning. I'm going to have a promo today for the first time in a little while because the weather has been absolutely horrid around here. I don't know about the weather around where you guys are in the country, in the United States, but it has been absolutely just horrid around here. Raining every single day. When it's not raining, it's so humid and hot outside that you don't want to go outside and do anything. I managed to stay up on everything, having good time still, and anytime that the weather was good enough, getting things accomplished, doing a lot of indoor stuff with friends, a couple of the groups, trying to help some people, get along their way. And I actually have a very nice story. It's not a story, it's a true thing, about somebody who I've been really close with the last few months. So, you guys do know that my fiance, Lindsay, passed away back in December. And I was going through a rough patch there where I was starting to get myself on track. And then one of Lindsay's very good friends who we both went to school together at the same high school in the same grade. Her name is Katie. She doesn't want her last name said on here. She got a hold of me, actually. Was saying how sorry she was for what happened with Lindsay. And her and Lindsay had been like best friends. They really had been, too, when we were back in school. And I knew who she was, too. I wouldn't call her a friend, but we were fine. Nothing wrong with it at all. But we had scheduled to actually meet up. Before we met up, though, she gave me a little warning. She's like, hey, I just want you to know, I don't look exactly like my Facebook pictures show, and like the person that you remember, back in high school. I was like, oh, that's fine. We all get older, we all age, and she's like, oh, no, you'll see. So we actually met at a Starbucks in the town over from me. She lived actually a couple more towns over. And came to the Keene area, which is the city that's nearby me, so that we could meet up finally and talk, about Lindsay, about times, about how everything's been going and everything, just catching up. So I walk in there into the Starbucks, and I was actually about 10 minutes early. This was back in April. And I look and I see her face, and I knew it right away that it was her. And then I saw the rest of her, and I'm not being inappropriate or being mean by saying it, but she had gained a lot of her words exactly. She had gained 120 pounds since high school. She was with her husband for a long while, and then he ended up actually leaving her. To a lot of depression for her and a lot of sadness, and making life just awful for her. And I felt terrible at the time. I felt bad listening to her, and she started crying about her weight and everything, and I didn't care. I gave her a big hug, and we talked it out for a long time. We talked about back in school with her and Lindsay and how close they were. Talked about, where my life had gone, what I had been going through, and how rough it had been without Lindsay the last, since it had happened at the time. And, she had literally cut herself off from the world. She even worked from home. She didn't have practically any friends. She had a couple of friends, and, they were all online or far away. Like, she didn't have anybody around here. And I felt just terrible for her. And I said, you know what? I just signed up to start going to Planet Fitness. I want you to come with me to make yourself feel good about yourself. She wouldn't do it. Absolutely would not do it. Like, she didn't want to be seen by people, didn't want anything like that. Didn't want anyone to be able to see her. I said, they're 24 hours. I will go anytime you want. 3 to 4 times a week with you. Anytime you want to try to get yourself going, get yourself motivated, get yourself in shape. And this is when I had really started to finally start trying to really helping people and putting out the positive vibes and getting my life really, making my life like a situation for other people, making my life like a stepping stone for people, helping them, like getting them to a better place. So, since the first week of May, we've been working out every 3-4 days. We go and we hang out and such as well, other places. We'll go and grab coffee after we get done working out or before even, and we, have a good time, talk on the phone with her. Actually even introduced her to one of my friends, and I don't think they're not dating or together or anything, but they've become close friends as well. And she actually met up with some of Lindsay's old friends that they had been friends with in high school that Lindsay had still hung out with back when she was still living, and they don't care about her weight. So now she has this friend group. We've been going to the gym now ever since then, and we actually just did a weigh-in the other day. last Wednesday, and she has lost 83 pounds. Now, you guys do the math out there. 83 pounds that she's lost now, and she doesn't mind me telling you guys how much she started out at. She started out at 331 pounds. But she lost 83, or it was 84 pounds since the first week of May. And we are in August right now, like the second week of August. Like, that's amazing. I wanted to have her actually in this video, and like you'd be able to see like the beaming smile on her face and how happy she is with herself. And you know, she says how far she has to go still and everything else, but like, I just found out literally last week that she was close to killing herself. And that's not funny. I know, that's not funny at all. It's terrible. It's awful. I say that with like a light voice because I couldn't tell. And a lot of times you can't tell with people when you talk to them that like literally how close to the edge they are. And how, you know, anything would be able to set them off and, you know, put them over that little bit of humanity that they have left in them. The little thing that's hanging on to keep them going. And I'm not saying that I saved her life or anything. Not at all. But I know I helped make her life better and push her away from that edge and to make her a happy, better person for herself. And she is only on the right track now. And you know what? If you guys could do some support down below, I bet you that at some point here I might even be able to get her to come on this video, like on my YouTube and everything. And you know, you guys can actually see and talk to this wonderful girl because she is an amazing person. And I am just so happy that I'm able to report this to you guys, like how well she's doing, how she's growing a friend group. She's going out in public. She goes to my softball games now and watches us play softball and talks with my friends. And she has, you know, the old group back from when they were in high school. A couple of the girls still live around here, like I was saying. And they've taken her in. They hang out with her. I talk to her every day through text messages. We work out at least 3-4 times a week. She actually goes more to the gym more than I do now. She goes without me. We started going at midnight. I didn't even tell you guys. We started going at midnight. Working out at first, because that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to do midnight workouts because there weren't many people there. Every time we'd go, there'd be like, first time we went, there was like 3 people inside. She's like, I can't. I was like, no, all right, come on, we're gonna go in there, and we'll go into the back room there where they have the bikes and stuff, and we'll wait till everybody leaves, you know. And every day it was just more and more and more and more, and she ended up, you know, now she doesn't even care. We go right after I get out of work, middle of the day, it'd be 3:30, 4 o'clock, going right on into the gym. People around everywhere. Her attitude's in the sky. Her happiness level is there. She's just an amazing person, and she's gonna, you know, she has a nice, long, loving, wonderful life to look forward to now. So, give you guys her support below there, you know. Just tell her how wonderful she is, even though she already knows. I know. Everybody knows, but, you know, I'm sure it'll help. Positive vibes for a positive life, and always portray the best possible version of yourself, not only to everyone else, but also by staying true to yourself. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day.